Hello, I'm Adam Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support the Young and the Restless spoilers full. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is just one of those days where I need to sit down, grab a massive cup of coffee, and just vent with all of you about what is happening on our screens. The drama in Genoa City is absolutely off the rails right now, and I am still trying to process it. Let's just dive right into the madness. So let's just jump right into it because honestly, I am still shaking from what we just watched. And I know you guys are too because my timeline is completely blowing up right now. Let's talk about Phyllis Summers. Poor, messy, chaotic, completely out of control Phyllis. We have been watching her spiral for weeks now. Actually, maybe it feels like months at this point. She has just been taking hit after hit. The whole situation with the AI evidence that Victor and his team cooked up to frame her. And then Michael Baldwin swooping in at the last second with that secret file to prove the emails were fake, which ended up getting Christine arrested instead. I mean, seeing Christine in handcuffs while Phyllis smiled was wild. But let's be real. Phyllis is not safe. She is far from safe. She is backed into a corner and she is completely isolated. She has pushed Michael away. She has pushed Lauren away. She's desperately trying to hold on to Summer's company, but everything is slipping through her fingers. She is terrified. And Victor Newman knows this. He always knows. Victor is like a shark swimming in the water, and he can smell a drop of blood from a mile away. He knows exactly how desperate Phyllis is right now. He knows she is depressed. He knows she wants to rebuild her life and get her identity back. Because without her power and her status, Phyllis feels like she is nothing. She is just a shell of a person when she does not have control. So Victor sees this opportunity. He sees a broken woman who is willing to do almost anything to get back on top. And he decides to make a move. But guys, I was not expecting this. I don't think anyone was expecting this. Victor calls her in for a meeting, and he wants to make a trade. A deeply dramatic, life-altering trade. We all know Victor loves to make deals with people when they are at their absolute lowest. But this one is just insane. He sits across from her with that smug look on his face. You know the look. That classic Victor Newman stare, where he knows he holds all the cards. And he offers her a job. But not just any job. He offers her the CEO position at Chancellor Winters. Yes, you heard me right. He's offering her Lily Winters' current job. Lily's seat at the head of the table. I just need to pause here for a second and ask what on earth is going on in Victor's head. How does he even plan to give her Lily's job? Chancellor Winters is in the middle of so much chaos right now. Lily has been dealing with Kane Ashby blackmailing her over Malcolm's bone marrow. Kane is trying to force his way into power at CW by using Malcolm's life as a bargaining chip. It is a disgusting move by Kane. But it leaves Lily and the company incredibly vulnerable. And Victor obviously sees this vulnerability. Maybe he is planning a hostile takeover. Maybe he already has the shares lined up. We know Victor always has a backdoor plan. But the fact that he is dangling this specific CEO position in front of Phyllis is just masterful manipulation. He knows Phyllis craves that level of corporate power. She wants to be a boss again. She wants to sit in a big chair and call the shots and prove to everyone in Genoa City that she is not a loser. So Phyllis is sitting there, and you can see her eyes light up. You can see the wheels turning in her head. For a split second, she thinks this is her ticket out of the nightmare. She thinks Victor is actually throwing her a lifeline. She wants that power so badly she can practically taste it. But then the other shoe drops. Because with Victor Newman, there is always a catch. There is always a price. And the price for this CEO chair is not just loyalty. It is not just signing over some shares or keeping a secret. Victor tells Phyllis that in order to get the CEO job, she has to kill someone. I literally screamed at my television. I am not even exaggerating. I spilled my coffee. What is happening to this show? Victor Newman is ordering a hit, and he is asking Phyllis Summers to pull the trigger. What were the writers thinking? Okay, maybe that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. This is so dark. This is crossing a massive line even for Victor. Usually when Victor wants someone gone, he hires a professional. He makes a phone call to some shady guy in an alley. He doesn't ask a local businesswoman to commit cold-blooded murder. But then I started thinking about it, and it actually makes a sick kind of sense. Victor is using Phyllis because she's completely expendable to him. If she gets caught trying to kill this person, Victor will just deny everything. He will say Phyllis went crazy. He will point to her recent erratic behavior and say she lost her mind. He has zero risk here. And if she actually succeeds, Victor gets rid of an enemy, and he owns Phyllis for the rest of her life. She would be completely under his thumb because he would have proof that she committed a murder. It is evil. It is pure, unadulterated evil. And Phyllis? Oh my God, Phyllis. She is terrified. You could see the sheer panic wash over her face. She has done some terrible things in her past. We all remember her running down Paul and Cricket with that rental car years ago. We know she is capable of violence when she is pushed to the edge. But a calculated contract killing? Being a hitwoman for Victor Newman? That is a whole different level of darkness. She is shaking. She is sweating. But the craziest part is that she doesn't immediately say no. She doesn't just run out of the room. She sits there and she actually considers it. Because right now to Phyllis, power is more important than anything else. Power is her survival. She is so scared of going down for the AI stuff and losing everything that she is actually weighing the pros and cons of taking a human life. And then Victor leans in and he drops the name. He tells her exactly who she has to kill. And Phyllis is just stunned. Her jaw practically hits the floor. The look of absolute shock and horror on her face was incredible acting by Michelle Stafford, by the way. She just completely froze. And of course, the episode ends right there. They didn't let us hear the name, or maybe they did and I was just yelling too loud to hear it. But we are left with this massive cliffhanger. Who does Victor want dead? Who is so much of a threat that Victor is resorting to this? I have theories. You guys know I always have theories. Let's break this down because I am losing my mind over here. Theory number 1. Is it Kane Ashby? This makes a lot of sense. Victor currently has Matt Clark living at the Newman Ranch, specifically to spy on Kane. Victor wants to take Kane down. Kane is trying to take over Chancellor Winters by blackmailing Lily. If Victor wants to give CW to Phyllis, getting rid of Kane would solve a massive problem. But does Victor want Kane actually dead? Or just ruined? Murder seems like a huge leap just for Kane. But maybe Kane found out something he shouldn't have. Theory number 2. Is it Diane Jenkins? Oh man, this would be juicy. We know Jack is currently freaking out because Diane is missing. Patty Williams is claiming she had nothing to do with it. But what if Victor is involved? Victor hates Diane. He has been supposedly teaming up with her to mess with Jack, but maybe that was all a setup. Maybe Victor wants Diane permanently removed from the board, and he wants Phyllis to do it. Phyllis hates Diane more than anyone on the planet. Asking Phyllis to kill Diane is almost poetic in a really twisted, sick way. But would Phyllis be stunned by Diane's name? She might actually enjoy that too much. The prompt said she was stunned and terrified. Theory number 3. Is it Matt Clark? This is my wild card theory. Matt is currently faking amnesia. He is living at the ranch. He is a massive liability. He knows too much, and he is dangerous. Victor's using him right now, but Victor knows you can't trust a rabid dog. Maybe Victor wants Phyllis to take out Matt. Phyllis already kidnapped Matt recently in that basement before Sienna attacked her. So there is already bad blood there. Asking Phyllis to finish the job would be wild. Or maybe it is someone completely out of left field. Maybe it is Christine? Victor just watched Christine get arrested. Maybe he wants to make sure she never comes after him or his family again. Asking Phyllis to kill her oldest rival? That would be insane. Honestly, I am just rambling at this point, but I can't help it. This storyline is moving so fast, and it is getting so dark. I keep second-guessing myself. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Victor. No, wait, I am definitely not being too harsh. He is literally asking for a murder. He is a monster. Remember when he brought Marco Anatelli to town and completely destroyed Phyllis's life? This feels like that level of cruelty. He is playing with her soul. What is Phyllis going to do? She is trapped. If she says no, Victor will probably crush her and make sure she goes to prison for the AI stuff anyway. He will ruin Summer's company. he will destroy everything she has left. But if she says yes, she becomes a murderer. She crosses a line that she can never ever come back from. The fans on social media are losing their minds. Half the people are saying Phyllis should just take the deal, and the other half are screaming for her to go to the police. But she can't go to the police. She is already a suspect in so many things. No one would believe her. They would just think it is another one of her crazy schemes to get out of trouble. She is completely alone in this. I really hope we get some answers tomorrow. I don't think I can handle a whole weekend of not knowing whose name Victor said. The suspense is actually killing me. Let me know in the comments who you guys think the target is. Is it Kane? Is it Diane? Or is it someone else? We will definitely be talking about this all week. Stay tuned, guys, because Genoa City is about to get really, really bloody.